All right. I apologize. I am your late MC. I was sitting on the Brooklyn Bridge stuck in traffic. This city and driving. Oh, Carolyn Kersey's in the house. There she is. Carolyn. All right. She's got some friends with her, too. Ain't it awful? You know, I just got a car recently. I got a 1980 Honda. I can sense the jealousy in the room. Yeah. Goes from 0 to 60 in about 8 minutes. And, dents included. It's a beauty machine, let me tell you. Anyway, so it's ladies' night at Gladys's. Welcome, welcome everybody. All of you guys. And I will be your host and MC for this evening. Anybody, since it's ladies' night, how many women here had Barbie dolls? Okay, so it's not a Barbie doll crowd. Okay. How many women here had G.I. Joes? Yeah, there we go. No, wait. All right, so I had a Barbie doll. It's a perfect match. Give me a break. Now, did you guys hear what the new Barbie thing they have out? Barbie McDonald's. Yeah, Barbie and Ken can work at McDonald's. Go to the drive-up window. You can't tell me a doll who lives in a dream house with a swimming pool and drives a pink convertible is going to be working at no McDonald's, okay? I am sorry. What's next? Barbie at the welfare office? Yeah. Ken took Barbie's money and she's down on her luck. Let's play Barbie welfare. Okay, so baseball fans in the house? Yeah? What is up with the strike? The Cleveland Indians were winning. Thank you very much. My hometown team. I'm going to have to live like another 3,000 years before the Cleveland Indians win again. We got a new mic stand. Gladys's is happening tonight. Yeah. Wait, I want to tell you my favorite part about baseball. I'm not actually a huge baseball fan. I love watching the people they get to sing the national anthem before the games. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as Star Search vocal finalist Bill Graber sings the national anthem. Whoa. Say, can you see? Yeah. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend James Cleveland and the All Gospel Choir will sing the national anthem. I said, Lord, won't you help me sing my song? I said, are you listening to me, Lord? Are you listening to me, Lord? Are you listening to me? Jesus, Lord. Well, can you see, can you see, can you see, can you see by the light of the early dawn? Not morning but the early dawn, not evening but the early dawn. I hear you, Lord, in the early dawn. You wake me up, Jesus, in the early dawn. Oh, what so proudly we hail. Not sleet and snow but hail, not thunder and lightning but hail, Lord. I don't send my children to hell, don't send the children to hell. Heaven, not hell, yeah, heaven, not hell, Lord. At the twilight's last gleaming, amen. All right, thank you. So, it is ladies' night. I grew up in a house with 5 sisters, so, and I mean 5 sisters, okay. These bitches burned their training bras, all right? You did not mess with the Graber girls, all right? I learned at a very early age to put that toilet seat back down, or I got my small white butt beat to a pulp. They were some fierce women, and they were not happy to have a man in the house. When my mama brought me home, they were like, a penis in the house? This is a girls-only club, but we're having none of it. But they kind of helped me out. You know, they helped me out. They taught me how to say my first words. My sisters did. I'm adopted. In kindergarten, they taught me my address, so if I ever got lost or abducted or anything, I could get home. 2825 Culver Lane, Sacramento, California. Which is great, except we lived in Ohio. They were a fierce bunch of women. But then it got okay, because I got a little bit older then. And then they realized I was a big old homosexual, so I fit right into the bunch. It was just fine. It was great. Yeah! Any other gays or lesbians here tonight? And the table in front is panicking. All right! How does it feel to be in the minority for once? Now you know how I feel every day of my life, so welcome to the club. Woo! Yeah! We are everywhere. Even at Hamburger Harry's. Yeah. Wait, what is the deal with all you guys? Did you just like strolling off the street? Are you here to see somebody? Yeah, one of your friends is performing? Okay, that's good. And are you with all three guys? Or are you just, are one of the... Oh, all right! And she just didn't applaud, but... Wait, so are the guys gay or straight? I can ask them. I'm just wondering, because I'm single, I'm out shopping again, so I thought I'd just check out and see what available men are in the audience. So I don't know. I grew up in a really small town in Ohio. And when I came out to my family, I got 5 sisters, right, and a brother. So it was like coming out to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, It was not a fun thing. I thought maybe I should just like run a lecture hall and get it over and done with at once. Just do a slide presentation. This is the brain of a heterosexual man. This is the brain of a homosexual man. And this is me in last year's Gay Pride March in a tight red dress. Get the picture? But I opted for the one-on-one, so I told one of my sisters first that I was gay. She got very serious and she said, "Well, Bill, have you slept with a woman?" I said, "Why? Have you?" I don't get that. Straight people always ask that. And I said, "Well, wait, did you have to have a gay or lesbian experience first to figure out you were straight? It's the same thing. It works on the same principle." And she said, "Well, how did you know you were gay?" I said, "I know, I was born this way." She said, "How do you know?" I said, "Would you look at this butt? Do you think God would waste a butt like this on a straight man? Okay? I don't think so. I don't think so." It's either that or I really think I was born black. I think I'm the palest black man on the face of the earth. Look at my nose, look at my butt. I'm like Michael Jackson before the surgery, I'm the missing Jackson brother. Tito, Jermaine, Michael, and Bill Jackson. Anyway, so she went back to this thing, "Well, if you slept with a woman." I said, "What? Why do you act like I'm test driving a new car? Have you slept with a woman? Have you driven a Ford lately?" Just some craziness. And I just realized I forgot the name of our first comic who's coming up here this evening. I really did just roll right in off the street, boy. They threw me up on the stage. So, Arthur? You gotta tell me the name of the first comedian again, because I forgot who it is.
Scott Blakeman.
Scott, there he is. All right, I'm gonna get the show rolling. Bring up our first comedian, who I did remember has appeared on Caroline's Comedy Hour, A&E's Evening at the Improv, and he's a very, very funny guy. Please put your hands together for Scott Blakeman.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. That's an ultimate ego boost. I'd like to bring up, I have no idea who it is, but because we go so far back, it's that kind of thing. Anyway, it's nice to be here, and this is ladies' night, and the first 2 acts are men, so it's a great theme. And but I know why this is the case, because what street are we on? 45th Street, right? what do we pass? 47th Street Photo. This is a very confusing neighborhood here, you know. Really, 47th Street Photo is on 45th Street. You ever go to 93rd Street Photo? It's in Detroit, actually. No one really... It's a very confusing thing. You're a very nice crowd. The Carolyn Kersey Show. It's an incredible thing. I wish I had so many friends. So I've been doing comedy for a long time, so after like the third year, people go, "We've seen it, all right, you know, we're not going to go anymore, you know." My parents are my best publicity agents, so my parents are great. I go to a restaurant, and what will you have? My parents go, my son, he was just in the Catskills, he was on Caroline's Comedy Hour, he's doing... Actually, I was also in something, it's interesting, so a few months ago, I was in the IKEA commercial. I don't know if any of you saw the first commercial depicting people playing gay people. I was one of those people at the table there, and I'm not gay, but I play one on TV, apparently. This is the... Anybody see it when it was on a few months back? Did you hear about it on the news at all, or...? And I've made a tremendous amount of money. I haven't even made enough money to buy a dining room table at IKEA yet. I'm still trying to. I'm about $83 now. I'm trying to get a little bit more. I'll get the chair. You know, it'll be a nice thing. But it was a nice experience. I guess it'll be in advertising history. You know, whatever. And it's funny. People say, "Is it difficult playing a gay person?" I said, "Look, I did a commercial once for Somerville Lumber in Boston. I had to operate power tools, which for me was more of a stretch. You know, being a Jewish guy from Brooklyn, we don't operate power tools. You know, we call somebody to do that, you know. And IKEA, you have to assemble, so I can't go there. But it's a nice place. This is also the Jewish New Year, and I'm a little embarrassed. I was writing out a check today, and I wrote 5754 for the year. It always happens, and it's that kind of a thing. This is a great place. Burgers and comedy go hand in hand. It's the most bloating food in the world, and laughter. It's a nice kind of a thing. And this backdrop, it's so cluttered. This looks like some kind of satanic thing. Gladys and the light. It sort of has some kind of, are you in the cult? Yes, the Gladys cult. It has a light, and it's a very... We are. I think once you meet Gladys, you want to be part of the cult. It's a nice thing. Just talked to my parents about an hour ago. They asked about all of you. They do. I'm from Brooklyn originally. Do you have any Brooklynites at all tonight? Or very few. That's. I thought we might get a huge thing, but no. Comedians always ask where people are from, and I only do it because I'm interested, but I don't like making fun of where people are from, because it's idiotic, you know? Like New Jersey, people always make fun of. New Jersey happens to be the most convenient state in the country. Really, because no matter where you live in New Jersey, that's true. No, it's a beautiful state. No matter where you live in New Jersey, in order to get people to visit you, somehow you're 10 minutes from the bridge. Right? Anywhere in the state, 10 minutes from the bridge. Like, where do you live? Teaneck? 10 minutes from the bridge. What, Trenton? 10 minutes from the bridge. Chicago? 10 minutes from the bridge. You know, where do you live? I live on the bridge itself. It's the left-hand lane. And then I love that people say, I live in West Orange with no traffic into the city, 20 minutes. When has it not been traffic coming into the city? It's like saying, with no crime, New York would be very safe, you know? So it's a ridiculous thing. But anybody from Queens tonight? Queens is a nice borough too. But every time you see Queens in the local news, they're closing down some topless dance club. They always gravitate right to Queens. I don't know why. There was one in Forest Hills, Runway 69. Remember this one? And who would have thought that was the name of a topless club, Runway 69? I thought it was some LaGuardia annex. I had no idea. They closed Runway 69 down. You know what they opened up and said? This is true. A comedy club. This is true. And the New York Times had this great headline, Comedy Replaces Nudity. And I saved it because it's really a very good description of my entire adult life. So I have it on the wall. I mean, with all the problems we have in the world, isn't it idiotic to spend time busting topless clubs? I mean, they say, well, it brings in a criminal element. It brings in frail accountants from Forest Hills. That's basically what it is. Skinny, scared guys in briefcase going, don't look at me, please. You know, I don't think criminals look at, let's watch some topless dancers and commit crimes, you know. So because our priorities are screwed up in this country. I saw a commercial yesterday. You might have seen this. It said, the worst thing in the world is foot odor. This is a commercial. The worst thing in the world is foot odor. I mean, if you accept that premise, where do you go from there? You know? I mean, that explains why we didn't help out in Rwanda. People going, are they being slaughtered? Yeah. Any foot odor? No. Forget it then, you know. Why get involved, you know? I mean, I like Clinton. I think he's doing a good job, but our foreign policy is a little weird. Like, I think we should lift the sanctions with Cuba and You know, what's wrong with Castro? He went to Colombia. How bad could he be? You know? And now we're trying to reach out to North Korea, Cuba. No, we can't. Why not? He's got a beard. We can't be his friend. You know, those cigars are so irritating. You know. But the argument against Cuba, they say, well, we don't want people fleeing into the United States, so let's have more economic sanctions. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's have no food in Cuba, and then they'll stop coming over here at all, you know. So I think we should go the opposite. I think we should open up a branch of the Concord Hotel in Havana. Constant eating, nobody would leave. I think it'd be a great thing. And they enjoy the Catskills humor in Cuba, too. That's a little known fact. We're getting, there's a primary, believe it or not, next Tuesday, I guess it is, and I'm planning to vote. Karen Burstein for Attorney General, she's good, and some other people. It's see, people in New York don't vote though. See, Haiti are the real heroes, the people in Haiti, because they vote under any circumstance. In Haiti, people vote as they're getting shot at, right? And they still vote. In New York, people don't vote when it's partly cloudy. It's like, what's it doing out? It's a little drizzling. I'd rather not. Nah. Do they deliver? No, I gotta walk outside, I gotta walk a block. Oh, it's not worth it. But you know who was in New York a few weeks ago? Quail was here. And he's got this book out now. Have you heard about this? And he was at Barnes & Noble, Quail, Xing copies of the book. You know. What an idiot. And the guy, Quail, he's actually going to run in '96 for president, which is fitting because the Republicans have one mediocre person after another. You know, the last time around, they had David Duke and Pat Buchanan in the primaries. Talk about overkill. I mean, why were they both running, David Duke and Pat Buchanan? I mean, they were just going to split the neo-Nazi vote, you know? You know, I mean, David Duke, this guy is a Klansman and a Nazi, and he writes this off like it was nothing. You know, it was like, oh, that was years. I was having a weight problem. That was years ago, you know. I loved how he explained this. You know what he said? Being a Klansman and a Nazi was youthful enthusiasm. Youthful enthusiasm is to give somebody a wedgie in camp. You know, this is youthful enthusiasm, you know. So Clinton was in New York a few weeks ago. Now, anywhere else in the country, people would be thrilled if the president was here, right? In New York, our first reaction is, Clinton's here? Oh, the gridlock is going to be horrible now, you know. The traffic's not going to move on First Avenue, you know. That's all people care about. It's amazing. But he's doing a good job, Clinton. It's tough being president now. He got a lot of flack for the tax plan. Because basically, the better off you are financially, the worse you like Clinton's tax plan. See, I made a mistake. I was on a date the other night, and I said to a woman I was with, you know, I kind of like Clinton's tax plan. It's a bad move. Immediately she thinks, under $20,000 a year, you know. And it's getting kind of late. It's about 6:30. I'd better... Then, of course, the whole hubbub of the gays and the military thing. I mean, why we waste so much time about this? I mean, the argument against gays and the military is that it'll create chaos. I mean, as if what? War is this organized, civilized thing to begin with? It's like we're trying to have a war, and the gays showed up. You know. And we're trying to shoot people. They're putting on cabaret shows left and right now. It's very disruptive. And the Senator Nunn, I love his last name, Nunn. It kind of reflects his intelligence on this issue. You know what Nunn said? Well, what if you're in a bunker and it's very close quarters and you're being shot at and bombs are falling on top of you, then you find out the soldier next to you is gay, then what? What do you mean, then what? I don't think we're being bombed and shot at brings up people's romantic intentions, you know. It's not a great aphrodisiac, you know. But what's the guy going to say? No, we're being attacked, but you're very attractive, actually. You know, it never occurred before. Somehow the glow from the shelling brings you out. I don't know. Well, listen, thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hey, good job. Thank you. Scott Blakeman, come on. Give him another round of applause. All right, we've got lots of great acts. We're going to keep it rolling, and I haven't had a drink yet. So, our next comedian is a very funny woman from all around New York. Please give a big welcome to Betty Graham. Come on, Betty.
You know something that really got on my nerves when I was on my way over here on the subway, and that is people always talking about the good old days. You know, the good old days? I don't know what they're talking about. I never had any good old days. I live with my mother. How many of you have ever lived with your mother before? Well, mine was the iron fist. She was always talking about you so hungry, carnivorous, hungry all the time. It got so bad, my mama used to put notes on the food which read, "Do not touch this food, Negro." White people could laugh. And she would sign it, L. Graham. Very religious, very religious. How many of you have ever had religious parents before? Can I hear for religious parents? Well, then you know what I mean. One day I lit up a cigarette, my mama walked in and said, Satan, you must go. I said, it's only a cigarette, mama. She said, yes, I know it. You are doing Satan's work. Everything I did was Satan's work. I was Satan. Like there would be times when I would have my girlfriends over, we would be upstairs playing cards, she would yell upstairs, "Hey, devils, what are you doing up there?" I'd say, "Nothing, mama." She'd yell back, "Imps, imps of hell, come downstairs where I could see you." Boy, she couldn't wait to get rid of me. By the time my 17th birthday rolled around, I was shown the door. Then I said, well, I moved to New York and become a star. The only star I became was star waitress at McDonald's. Then my father found out. He would never raise a hand to me, my brothers and sisters. But my tough mother, she would pick up a extension cord or a hose in a minute and everybody would run. Talking about child abuse, don't beat the kids. And they running around here robbing, stealing, and killing. Well, I tell you one thing, if I bring my mama down here, everybody will walk a chalk line. Talking about wilding groups. If I bring my mama down here, they wouldn't be called wilding, they'd be called running from L. Graham. And another thing that gets on my nerves is guys is always fooling around. I mean, not with me, I couldn't get that lucky. They always fooling around with my nickname Kiki. They always saying, "Kiki, are you kinky?" I say, "You damn right I'm kinky. Ain't none of y'all gave me nothing in the past 4 years." Always talking about, "Is you pregnant?" Just because I got a little bit of stomach. Because ladies come in all sizes, right ladies? But ladies, let's be truthful about something. Aren't we just a little bit envious of those plastic bodies? Of those beautiful plastic bodies that other women have? Well, I certainly was. I was looking in the mirror one day. It was like Bob Barker used to yell out on The Price is Right. "All right, Nips, it's time to come on down." I said, "Forget the gift, Bob. I'll take cleavage instead." You see, I don't know why, but I can't get a man. Did you read in the paper? 17 guys surrounded this girl in the pool and found her. I mean, where was I? Where was I? And ex-Mayor Dinkins had came out with it, "Button, don't dish your sis." Well, I certainly won't be wearing it. Come on, guys, diss me, diss me. You see, I was gonna get a lift. And I went to this excellent doctor on Central Park. So he says, "All right, let me see what you got." So I dropped some. And his mouth fell open. His eyes got big. There was a long moment of silence. So I said, "All right, what we gonna do?" And he says, "Around the world." I say, "I know my tits is big, but we got to go around the world for you to lift them." And then he comes back to his sense and he said, "No, you see, you so big that we can't just cut right here and put the plastic in. We have to cut your nipples off to fix them." I said, "Cut my nipples off?" Boy, all I could see was my nipples laying over there on the tray, me under anesthesia, him get ready to sew him back on, and he drops them, and then what? So I chickens out. That's why I can't get a man. You see, I have a gravity problem. And all you small and flat-chested women is running around here worried about whether you're size 32 or 34. Well, just think, as gravity begins to set in, which would you rather be called, falling pears or melons? That's why I can't get a man. No, but I'll tell you the truth. You know, this is another one. I did have a man for about a minute. So I tried to play hard to get. So one day, he tells me, he's excited, he jumped back and said, well, just take your blouse off. Just take your blouse and just let me see your breasts. Just let me see them. So I takes my blouse off, and do you know what? He had the same look on his face as the doctor did. And here I am standing here holding these two slinkies in my hand, and they falling all over the place. Well, believe you me, I never saw him again. Trust me, I have had many men tell me that I look better with my clothes on than off. I mean, they shouldn't have said that. I mean, I work at McDonald's. I have low self-esteem. I'm a good waitress. That's why I don't have a man. So I just walk around and sing my sad song. Wish I knew why I still wanna have sex with you and you and you. No one else in this world will do. So I save my love for you. Run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. Yet, still in lust, I'll stay. And I save my love for you. Woo! Thank you.
Coming through. MC coming through. Come on, keep it going for Betty Graham. Come on. We got traffic jams on the BQE, traffic jams at Gladys's. Okay, I have a quick confession to make. I was the man that Betty showed her breast to, okay? I didn't mean to run. I just saw those big things. I got so scared. I didn't know what to do with them. All right, our next comedian is a very funny woman. She plays clubs all over New York. Please give a big old Gladys's welcome to Elizabeth Furtado.
Give it up for the MC. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be back here at Gladys's.
Yeah, I want that.
Right there with scotch tape on the wall and everything. It's been a while since I've been up here. Just recently got back from a little vacation. Went back home to Massachusetts, visiting the island of Martha's Vineyard. You ever been there? It's very nice, very nice. Unfortunately, I did something I kind of regret, and I'm a little embarrassed about it, actually. I can't believe I did it. I guess since it's out there, I got to confess to you now. I became one of those people who wore socks with my sandals. I'm sorry, okay? Everybody was doing it. It was cold, you know? I had to do it. I'm sorry. But it was great. It was great to get away from work. You know, I work at Sarah Beth's Kitchen. Anybody here at Sarah Beth's Kitchen? It's a restaurant/bakery up on West Side. I work behind the bakery counter, selling muffins and cookies and shit like that. It's real exciting. Yeah. In order to get the bakery counter set up by 8 o'clock when the restaurant opens, I gotta get there somewhere around 6 a.m. Not an easy task, let me tell you. So after about an hour's worth of work, I'm ready for a nap. You know, I become what I call the lazy baker. It's like this negative superhero I've created. Lazy baker! Who can avoid stocking and cleaning any and all shelves? Who can make a manager think that she's working when she's actually not working? Who can leap to her seat in the window in one single bound? She's Lazy Baker! Thank you for tuning in to Lazy Baker. On this week's episode of Lazy Baker's invaded by Martians, taking upon multiple personalities. Satanic Baker. Yeah, hi, I was wondering, could I get a decaffeinated coffee with skim milk? What? Decaf with skim? Hello, why bother? Why don't you just get a BLT without bacon? Oh, and hey, while you're at it, scrape off that mayonnaise and slap some Miracle Whip on there. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Yeah, hi, I was wondering, do you make bran muffins? No. Why not? Because they suck. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Yeah, hi, I was wondering, can I get something low-cal? Low-cal. Sweetheart, this isn't the fucking Tasty Freeze yogurt place, okay? Take a look at this bakery case. Does it look low-cal? Take a look at us round workers here. Do we look like we partake in low-calorie food? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Yeah, hi, I was wondering, can I make reservations for brunch on Sunday? No, sorry. Sarabeth's policy. We don't take reservations for brunch, only dinner. Just walk right in, put your name on a list. Not even for a party of 10 or 12? No, like I said, it's Sarabeth's policy. We don't take reservations for brunch, only dinner. You just walk right in, put your name on a list. Well, okay, here's the problem I'm having. I'm bringing my 90-year-old grandmother, and she's pregnant. And I care. It's Sarabeth's policy. We don't take reservations for brunch, only dinner. You just walk right in, put your name on a list. Well, let me ask you this then. Do you think it'll be crowded somewhere around noontime? Oh, I don't know. Let me check my fucking crystal ball. Noontime. Sunday brunch? Yes, I think it'll be pretty goddamn crowded, so why don't you go home and cook, bitch? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Hippie Baker! Dude, have we got muffins for you? We got like pumpkin, we got like banana crumb, we got some corn muffins. Oh, dude, go for the pumpkin, man. They got like these like individual like sunflower seeds on there, and you can pick them off and eat them, or you can like shoot them across the room and watch them change colors. It's really cool. Oh, dude, you don't want this granola. No way, man. You want to go home and make your own granola. Do you ever make your own granola? Oh, it's like ecstasy, man. Oh, hey, nice sandals. Get rid of the socks, though, man. Peace. Elvis Baker. Thank you very much. You can crumble my cookie. You can dirty my case. Smear some jelly all over the place. Step on my pumpkin and my corn too. But honey, lay off of my blueberry muffins. Woo, blueberry muffins. Woo, blueberry muffins. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hey, baby, give me a hunk of that pie. Thank you very much. This has been another exciting episode of Lazy Baker. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Actually, though, I must confess, I just got a promotion. I am no longer Lazy Baker. I'm now hostess with an attitude, okay? Call me crazy, but why is it when people walk into some place like Denny's or Friendly's or some cheap diner and the sign says, "We would be happy to seat you," they pay attention to it. They walk into some fancy joint like where I work, okay, and I'm standing there and they come over to me and say, "Can we sit anywhere?" No, I'm standing here with the menus in my hand for my fucking health. Thank you very much. It's actually a very classy joint. I don't know why they hired me, but I'm serious. I get in trouble all the time. You need to look more Laura Ashley. Yeah, okay, I'm working on it. No, but it is a classy joint. I know it's a classy joint because, well, they pipe in music. You know, you got your classic Barry Manilow, Kenny Loggins, Neil Diamond. You know, and I watch people, and they try to impress the people they're with by singing along to the piped-in music. Why anyone would be impressed by someone knowing the lyrics to a Neil Diamond song is beyond me, but they got it down to a science, okay? They know the chorus, and they can hum the melody, but that's all they know. So they'll be sitting there, you know, shooting the shit, you know, talking away. Song, blue, and then they take a bite of food. You know, and they make you believe that they really know the words, but they have food in their mouth so they can't sing, right? Bullshit! Thank you very much. So, what I want to know is this. What do they call English muffins over in England? Our muffins? That was a big bang-up ending. Thank you very much. Thanks, you guys have been great. Thanks for coming out.
Okay, Elizabeth Furtado. Go make some muffins, you lazy thing. Get out of here. All right. Well, I haven't recovered from my traffic jam yet, so I'm just going to keep bringing them on up till the end of the evening, and then we'll do an hour-long Bill Graver special. What do you say? All right. We got some fierce women in the house. Ain't it bad? All right. And this next gentleman is a big old stud muffin. Let me tell you, he's a ooh, yeah. He's gonna hate that I called him that. He does clubs all around New York. He's on the road. He's everywhere. He's a really, really funny guy. Please give a big welcome to Rod Reyes. Come on, Rod.
Yeah, look at that. It tells you I'm a stud muffin. I'm a pot-bellied Puerto Rican in a fucking hockey shirt. And everybody knows they won't let a Puerto Rican near a block of ice that big. They're afraid we're gonna shave it down and sell it for snow cones. I got grape, I got orange, I got coco. Hey, you know, but we got New York in the house. I got New York in the house. We New Yorkers tonight? New York? Yeah. Because I travel around the country and people ask me the dumbest questions about New York. They ask me things like, if I go visit New York, am I gonna get robbed? Am I gonna get mugged? So I tell people, yeah! Yes, you will be robbed. Yes, you will be mugged. As a matter of fact, we have a new policy you should know about. If you come to New York and we fail to rob or mug you, the trip is free. We fly you into LaGuardia Airport. Let it out, folks. We fly your ass into LaGuardia Airport, Olaf, and the mayor mugs and robs you personally. What else y'all expect from a mayor with a worse speech impediment than Donald Duck? Have y'all heard the mayor?
We gotta get hope to the hopeless, job to the jobless, chip to the chipless. We gotta get C-tail by the C-jaw. Oh my God, listen to me. I sound like Mike Tyson. Maybe I did grab the girl's ass, and then I punch her in the nose and try to drive a bone into her brain. I belong in prison, but I'm the mayor. I'm the goddamn mayor of New York.
Silly, thanks. See, a lot of people think New Yorkers are rude. I don't think we're rude. It's just we got the worst roads in America. Let me tell you something. By the time you get into Midtown, no matter where you come from, by the time you get to Midtown, you are gonna be one of us. Cause some shit like this will happen to you. You be in your car, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, the roads are nice in Connecticut. Look at that, Muffy, New York, just like I pictured it. Now this looks like a good road to get to Midtown. The Cross Bronx Expressway.
Muffy, who the hell put railroad ties on a major road? I better slow down, huh? Beep! Oh! Muffy! Oh, look! All the people are waving to us. Oh, we love you too, New York! Holy shit! Is that an AK-47? Those things are illegal. Hang on, Muffy! That's a really big pothole. Oh my God, Muffy! Hold on! Oh my God! Look! Ahead! It's the scariest thing I've ever seen! Millions and millions of cars just sitting there not going anywhere! Hold on, Muffy!
And that is the New York driving experience. Whew. Thank you. That's tiring for me because I'm just an old guy from the projects. You know what projects are? I don't think so. Let me see if I can explain it to you. A project is like a bad neighborhood, only vertical. Poor people. Poor people. My mother was poor. As a result, she became cheap. She used to buy a lot of generic things. I think we were the only family in the world that eat steak with A2 sauce. And then she would buy these generic brands, these cheap brands like Sticky Peanut Butter and Wannabe Tuna. Then she started buying product substitutes. You know what I mean? The substitute thing, to try to be just like the real thing. And when they first come out, they happy to be on the same shelf with the real thing. They be like products like,
I can't believe I'm sitting here on the same shelf with butter.
now they want to be just as good as the real thing. My mother's preparing for the future. She's buying stuff that's better than the real thing. She just brought something home called fuck butter. Fuck butter and eggs ain't shit. So, this lady's looking at me like,
I might like them, but I'm gonna look at my bag and keep an eye on the bag.
Enchanté. Comment vous appelez? Vous appelez vête? Je m'appelle. Comment vous appelez? Vous appelez vête? That's a Haitian French. It means there's not enough room on the boat. Why don't you swim to Florida? See, we could have a conversation. You and I could have a little conversation in here, right? But if it was 3 o'clock at night, in the middle of the winter, outside on the street, deserted, your finger's real slippery on the mace canister, isn't it, honey? In my mind's eye, I'm already blind, coughing, and protecting my nuts at all costs. Because you would mace me, right? You would mace me. See, but I would never frighten a woman. I would never frighten a woman. I have respect for women, because my first role model was my mother, and she was the toughest woman I ever met. My mother come into my room like Darth Vader. She'd be like, dong, 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 dong.
Rod, I'm your father.
But Ma, what about Dad?
The force is weak within him. Now go and clean your room before I beat the dark side off you.
No, I mean, where I'm from, you don't fight women. I'm from the projects, and women can throw down. I had a fight with a woman once. Well, we were kids. Her name was Nevada Bly. Yeah, big as a state, mean as a desert. The woman was 6'3" in the 3rd grade, man. You know how I knew it was going to be a tough fight? I knew it was going to be a tough fight because my father was on the sideline going, box, son, box, for God's sake, jab, jab. And he was right. I outpointed her. She only gave me one nervous moment, you know, when she broke free of my 2 friends that were holding her. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been great. My name is Rod Reyes.
Woo! Give it up for Rod Reyes. Yeah. And Rod, maybe I like pot-bellied Puerto Rican men, okay? Yeah. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. You guys doing okay? Everybody doing okay? Table number 1 okay? Hanging in there? All right. I still got to get everybody's dance card numbers and figure out what's happening, all right? But we'll do that later. And Chip and Muffy here, where are you guys from? No, really, just... Are you from out of town? Are you New Yorkers? No. Oh, they don't get it all. We've got somebody just for you. You'll understand every word she says. English? Are you English? Right, okay. Any Australians here? Because I speak Australian. Just wanted to let you know. You want to hear it? A dingo ate my baby! A dingo ate my baby! Don't tell me nobody saw that fucking movie, okay? She saw it. All right, you and me. Okay, our next comedian. She's an incredible woman. She appears at clubs and colleges around the country. And this is her room. So please give it up for Gladys herself.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Great! God, what an audience. I'm so excited to be here. Notice, one name, right? Yeah, and my last name's Kersey. Right. I'm Carolee Kersey's long-lost sister. Hi. Hi, the Jewish one. Still living in the Bronx, in the projects. Oh, hi, how you doing? God. So I do have one name. Like, a lot of big stars have one name. Like Lassie. Madonna. Did you see that woman with David Letterman? She's into everything. Isn't she amazing? And I was thinking, what is she? You know what she is? Packaging. Packaging. Just think. Take away the blonde hair, the pointy tits, and what do you got? Me. Don't I look happy and smiley? Don't I look smiley? I have a great smile, right? It's a showbiz smile. Hi. Actually, I'm depressed. You know why? Today, I failed my driving test. Everybody drive here? God, is driving scary. I'll never forget my first lesson. I get in the car. The instructor turns around and says, Gladys, he says, I know you're nervous, but could you at least sit in the front? You know, I have this problem with with authority figures. You know, I hate people telling me what to do. It's like, but my whole life, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to play tennis. Does anyone play tennis here? Any tennis players here? Tennis. But I get on the court, and there's the instructor saying, okay, watch the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Watch the ball. Watch me. Watch the... I said, who the fuck am I supposed to watch? Watch you watch the ball. I can't see anything. And that fucking ball, it's too big. That's too small. Screwed it up. I need a bigger ball. Give me a basketball, then I can watch it better. But I was so determined. When you're determined to do something, I was so driven to play tennis, because that's where all the cute guys are, that suddenly it came to me in the middle of the night. I got out of bed, I rushed to the kitchen, and I'm a dancer. I love to dance, and this song came to me. You probably don't know it. It goes, La cucaracha, ba 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 ba. That's all that was in my head. I looked on the floor, and there they were, the little roaches, La cucaracha. Suddenly, I pictured myself on the court. It's all visualization. I had the racket in my hand, and it went, la cucaracha, la cucaracha, ba ba ba. And I was swinging and swaying, and it was da 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 da. And now I'm an A player. Could you believe that? I'm so excited. But anyway, people wonder why I never stick to anything, and I gave up tennis for this, for comedy. I gave up tennis for comedy, and so all the time, wherever I go, people always ask me, so Gladys, what made you get into comedy? Divorce. Yeah, I needed something to do so I could really suffer. Actually, people who know me, I've been in show business my whole life, all my life. I've been an agent, a manager, and a writer. Now I can book myself, manage myself, and sleep with myself on the way to the top. You ever hear stars at top? You ever hear stars on shows? They say, oh, it's so lonely at the top. It's so lonely. And I'm thinking they should try the bottom. Right? Not my bottom. No, they tried my bottom. They'd never be lonely. A little black and blue, but never lonely. Oh, anyway. But to get far in this business, we all know you need TV, right? You need to get on TV. So I got myself booked on the Chevy Chase show. Right. Right before I got on, what happened to him? He got thrown off the air. My luck. I get on, he gets off. Just like my ex-husband. Oh, my ex-husband. I'm lucky I got married. I got married so late in life. You know how old I was when I got married? I was 37. And I was still a virgin. Oh, I was a 37-year-old virgin. You believe that? Oh, he doesn't believe that. I was. I wouldn't lie. God would strike me down and make me short. All right, that takes a while. Listen, most people don't even get that, I'm sure, because I give this big appearance, right? She knows it. Don't I look? I'm 4'9". But when I get up on the stage, I feel fucking 5 feet. Okay. Now, a lot of big stars are short. You know who? Who's very short? Dolly Parton. Do you know how tall she is? Take a guess. You got it. She got it. 4'11". That's right. And her tits are 5'7". She looks taller when she's lying on her back. Yeah, you're right. When she takes off her heels and her hair, what do you got? Dr. Ruth. No one's perfect, you know? No problem. You know, what's your name? Gordon. Gordon and Gladys. Got anybody? With these two guys. No. Gordon, you know? Sorry. You know where my problem started, Gordon? In the womb. Gordon, I had more room in the womb than I have in my apartment. That's right. You know, you could hear in the womb. I used to hear my mother talk to her friends. Rose, Rose, what do you want it to be? My mother would say what every mother says, I need your help. Say, I don't care what it is. As long as it's... No. Tall. Right? Tall. My mother only... And I wasn't. And then she only wanted me to go out with tall guys. You know? That's it. How tall are they? Are they tall? She'd ask. So I got married. Married a tall guy. Had a short marriage. Yeah, my husband said I deceived him. He said I lied to him about my height. I said, yeah. I said, you lied to me about your length. Yeah, you want to hear more? You told me you were built like a California redwood. But I see it looks more like a number 2 pencil. Now, last night in another room, this man yelled out, he was drunk, "You hostile! You hostile! Get her off! You hostile!" Gordon. Do I look hostile? I'm not hostile. My husband still has his penis. I gotta tell you, thank God Lorena Bobbitt's out of the news. But I'll tell you, we women will always remember her. You know why, Gordon? I'll tell you why. Because she gave new meaning to those words. I gotta hand it to you. Who would want that thing? Gordon, you look just like my ex-husband. Very cute. He's very cute. He's adorable. My husband was so good looking, but he was so vain. Whenever we had sex, he used to look at himself in the mirror, and I was always in the way. Instead of pushing me up and down, he used to push me side to side. You're in the way, you're in the way. I got away, I left him to do... To tell you the truth, I never wanted to get married again. I didn't, but now I do. I want to get married again. Marriage is great. Gordon, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because it gives you the security to look around for the right guy. Now I'm dating 2 guys. Two. One's 25, one's 65. That's right. One's for sex, one's for Scrabble. And none's for me. Whenever I meet a guy I like, I know I'm in trouble. Because if I like him, someone else likes him. Like his wife. So, I'm on a self-improvement program because, you know, I want to look good, and I'm short, and my bottom's too big for my top. So, I'm trying to make my top bigger, right? So he gave me these exercises at the health club. Do you work out, Gordon? He knows, he said, my helper here. Right, that's it. So they gave me these exercises for the top all week. I've been going, put these weights in my hand, all week I'm going, press forward, back, back, forward, back, back, forward, back, 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 back. Now I have cleavage in my back. That was too much work. Last week I bought a pair of gravity boots. What are they? Straps so you can hang upside down. Now every day I rush to the health club, hang upside down, and pray that what's in my bottom falls into my top. I think it's working because I have skinny toes and fat ankles. The health place, it's great to go to the health club because that's where you meet all the guys. You know, they're all working out. There they go. They're all jogging and jumping and rowing and pumping iron. And then I meet them outside the club and they're smoking. Isn't it? That amazes me. And last week I read in the Times, this is amazing, smoking causes impotence. This should be a big hit with the guys I date, right? How many men here smoke? Raise your hand. See? They can't even get that up. Is it true? Okay. Well, my mother, I never really wanted to date a lot. My mother was the one who always was pushing me. You better give up smoking now, right now, guys. So So my mother was always the one pushing me to date, and she's so, I date for her, because the more I date, the more she likes me. So I'm going out with a million men, and she's always pushed, she's worried about safe sex, right? She's always calling, "You're practicing safe sex?" I said, "Yes." "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." She's really worried. Last week, she sent me a case of condoms. I'm Jewish. They came with slipcovers. But I told my mother not to worry, because I don't want that lady to worry. A, because I have my own way of practicing safe sex. Every day I go to the health club, I get on the bicycle, I raise the seat 6 inches, lean forward, and pedal to China. Let me tell you, it's not a bad ride. It's even better with the seat off. Thank you, I'm out of here.
Gladys! Oh, that Gladys. That dirty little Gladys. All right. Carolyn's in the house. Carolyn's in the house. Yeah! The woman who needs no introduction, Carolyn Kersey!
Damn, this looks like a family reunion. I mean, everybody's here. Even my daughter came in from Georgia. You know, that surprised me. Well, you know, I don't understand why people have such a hard time relocating. Look at the Cubans and the Haitians. You know, coming over on them luxury rafts. Now's the time for you to go to Cuba, because ain't nobody there but Castro. Can you see them in the ocean now? Amigo, hola, los Estados Unidos. Oui, monsieur. Follow me this way. Land of opportunity, welfare, Medicaid, food stamps. Why not? We can't get any. You know what I'm talking about? Reminds me of my ancestors that came over on them cruise ships. Yeah, honey, we was bedecked down in jewelry, baby, from head to toe. And priceless. Okay? We had a hell of a time adjusting too, even though we lived on them big plantations. And was eating the fat of the land, chitlins a la carte. Even tried to adjust by changing our names to new names. Beulah, Persephone, Buford, William Henry, Bubba. You know me? And we tried, changed, speak the new language, whatever. We still having a hard time. D's, dems, and does. You know? Oh, yeah, rough. Which makes me think of my grandfather. My grandfather relocated from South Carolina to North Carolina. That's the way you talk, you know. In other words, he had to get out. Yep. He was in the import-export business. He made moonshine and he bootlegged across the border. So he hightailed it on over to North Carolina with Grandma and 11 children. Yes, between moonshine, she had a lot to do, didn't she? Grandpa even changed his name from Arthur Daniel Summers to James Has-Been. Has-Been what? What was he trying to tell his future generation? He decided he'd get a legit job, so he got a job on the railroad. Grandpa didn't keep that job long. He got shot in his ass. Yep, tried to teach them ladies of the evenings how to ride the train, and there wasn't no track, if you know what I mean. Really something. That brings me up. And that brings me up to the present day of my youngest daughter, who relocated to Georgia. No, she didn't have to, but if I'm going to reach my 58th birthday next month, she needed to. Okay? Now, we won't call no names, but y'all know who she is. We'll call her Little Mama. Okay? Now, you got Little Mama and her husband, Big Papa, who broke his leg and he's on crutches. Claims a mirror fell on his foot and it wasn't even their furniture. That's another story, another show. Now, they got 2 wild children that should be given Valium 3 times a day and maybe twice a night. Okay? And she got the nerve to have another one. Doc, more Valium for the grandmother this time. Now, we got a friend who wants to go with them to Georgia. His name is Duke. Now, Duke is 400 pounds. Who are you gonna help? Okay? Don't know now. Now, picture them all in this family size U-Haul. Now you know why they call it a U-Haul. It ain't good enough to be a truck. Now on the back of this U-Haul, they got a car hooked up to the U-Haul that don't run. Why are they taking it? So off they go to Georgia with 85 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And 2 gallons of Kool-Aid, and that's for Duke. Okay? Now they left here on August 1st. 3 days later, they arrive in Georgia. All I want to know, which way did they go? 35 collect calls later, I find out that Little Mama made a wrong turn in Tennessee. So I guess she thought she was going to ask directions, so she drives up and then she sees must be a family reunion. They're having a barbecue, and all the people are dressed in white, and with hoods too.